creamy, buttery, rich, thick flavors here from butter chicken. Come on into Jenny's Walk and let's put this lovely, epic dish together. Butter chicken. Hi foodies, I'm going to get some lovely butter chicken, or known as makuni. I'm going to get that going for you now. So here in my pan, I want to add some oil. And we have our seasoned chicken breast. It's always best to use a boneless meat. So we're going to add in our chicken breast that I had previously seasoned. Ginger, garlic, salt, and pepper. So we're going to put these in really nicely and get a good little cook. We'll be right back. So this chicken looks really nicely, my dear foodies. So I want to just add a little bit of chili powder now to this and just keep it there for 2 minutes. My dear foodies, there's two things about butter chicken. It's buttery and it's smooth. And we have the gravy. So here you have the chicken, and now we're going to make a lovely gravy. What you call a one-pot meal, this is what you will call a one-pot meal. Butter chicken. You know, as soon as you get into those Indian restaurants, the first thing you want to try on the menu is butter chicken. So here I'm bringing a butter chicken recipe home to you in your house, that you could make it all on your own, and you could have that lovely restaurant taste in this butter chicken. So let me get the gravy ready now. Okay foodies, so let's put this lovely gravy together now, the butter chicken. So in here I'm going to add some chili oil. So I have some chili going on here ready, and of course the butter. So in goes that. So you know, butter chicken, it has to be very smooth. So we're making this lovely gravy now that we're going to marry the chicken together. And butter chicken or makni. So let's get this going foodies. It's a good little sweat. I'm going to put the onions in. I'm using 2 onions. I'm using shallots and white onion. And I'm going to get this in here for a good 2 minutes. So now we're going to add our ginger and garlic. It's fine if your ginger and garlic is a little chunky, because all of this lovely goodness here is going to go into puree. Put it into your blender or your chopper, and we're going to get it into a very smooth paste. So let that infuse very nice in there. So now in goes our tomato and our raw cashews, just like so. A nice pinch of salt in there, Himalayan pink salt. I'm going to give this a good mix. Now in goes our vinegar. So I'm going to let this go for 2 minutes. I'll be back. So this looks marvelous. So now in goes some Methi leaf. Some of you will know what that is. They have it dry, and there's also you have it fresh. You could get it in the supermarket. For my foodies who are not able to get that Methi leaf, it's fine. You could just use some cilantro, and that will be perfect. So now in goes some water in here. We're going to lower this heat, and we're going to let this simmer on very low heat until everything gets very mushy or melt down. So let's put the lid on and let this continue cooking for the next 20 minutes or so. Okay foodies, let's take a look and see how this is cooking. Wow, this is coming along really nicely, and the kitchen smells awesome. So let this continue, lid back on, like 7 more minutes. So now foodies, it's all done. I put it into the blender, and we're going to make this into a nice puree. Okay foodies, so we all pureed really nicely. Now we're going to strain this back really lovely into our pot. Let me lower the heat a little bit and get all that goodness in there. So all the pulp and skin and whatever seeds, it will just be left back into the strainer. So let me finish this up. Okay foodies, so we all pureed really nicely. Now we're going to strain this back really lovely into our pot. Let me lower the heat a little bit and get all that goodness in there. So all the pulp and skin and whatever seeds, it will just be left back into the strainer. So let me finish this up. Okay foodies, so this is our creamy gravy that we made. So now in goes the butter, hence the name butter chicken. So we're going to let that Melt really nice today. I have it on low heat, and we're going to add some fresh cream. Just like so in there. I want to add 3 chilies, and I'm going to let the butter melt in there, and then I'm going to taste this for salt. Okay, foodies, so this is coming up to a nice gentle boil. As you can see, I tasted it for salt. It's divine. So now we're going to add our chicken that we cooked, gravy and everything in there to give it that beautiful creamy taste. This is such an exotic, epic tasting dish here you're going to have from Jenny's Walk. I can't wait for you all to try this dish on your own, my dear foodies. Great dish. It goes wonderful with roti, any roti or rice with a lovely salad on the side. So let's let this stay in here and just get a little boil together with the chicken for it could just finish up a little bit for like 5 minutes. So it's time now to plate this lovely butter chicken here from Jenny's Walk. Divine, lovely one-pot meal to enjoy with any side. You could have it rice, you could have chapati roti, whatever you choose to enjoy your butter chicken. Lovely, divine. Look at that rich, thick gravy. Awesome. Let's just give a little garnish there, and there you go. Who could resist that? Butter chicken and a little cream on the top. Isn't that epic? My dear foodies, what a lovely dish. And to complement your butter chicken, here we go. A lovely paratha, silky paratha roti. Awesome. Let's dig in and try this lovely butter chicken from Jenny's Walk. I can't wait to try. I'm having a Jenny's Walk moment. Divine. I'm in heaven. All those lovely flavors, the cashew, the creaminess is just to die for. And the silkiness of the lovely paratha roti. My dear foodies, thank you so much for joining me. You will find the recipe for the paratha roti on Jenny's Walk. And please do try our butter chicken. Thank you for joining me from my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.